Hello viewers, in this video we'll see weighted average cost of capital. Before we go into the problem, we'll see what is this weighted average cost of capital. Okay. After ascertaining the cost of each capital, that is debt, preference share and equity, the average or composite cost of all those sources is to be determined, and that is called as this weighted average cost of capital. Okay. The individual cost, that is the cost of debt, cost of equity, cost of preference share and cost of retained earnings, all those and the average of those is termed as weighted average cost of capital. Okay, and this weighted average cost of capital is defined as the average of the cost of each source of funds employed by the firm, and it is properly weighted by the proportion they hold in the capital structure of the firm. Okay, and the proportion of this cost, individual cost, is to be ascertained. Okay, now we'll see the problem. A firm has the following capital structure and after tax cost for the different sources of funds used. Yes, we have the different sources here: debt, preference share, equity share, retained earnings, and the amount of each was given and the proportion of it also given. Okay, and this proportion is normally given in the problem, and if it is not given, we can find this proportion, and we'll see the problem later regarding that proportion calculation. Okay, and after tax cost was given. Okay, and this is after tax. If the cost is before tax was given, we need to find out what is the cost after tax. Okay, you are required to compute the weighted average cost of capital. Okay, using this information we have to calculate the weighted average cost. Let's start doing the problem. Okay, and this is the format of this statement. First we have to write the sources of funds and amount, then proportion, and after tax, and then weighted cost. Okay, here, and this problem is very simple to calculate, and this kind of problem they'll ask in 10-mark question in your semester exam. Okay, we have to find out the weighted cost here. Weighted cost is nothing but proportion into after tax cost. Okay, we have to just multiply this proportion with this after tax cost. Okay, we have to find out this weighted cost just multiplying this proportion into after tax cost. 0.3 into 11 will get 3.3, and 0.1 into 18 will get 1.8 for preference share, and for equity share 0.45 into 18 will get 8.1, and for retained earnings 0.15 into 8 will get 1.2. Okay, now we have to add this weighted cost, so we'll get 14.4, and this is the weighted average cost of capital. Okay, is that clear for you all? Yes. Okay, it is very simple that we have to multiply this proportion and after tax cost, so we'll get the weighted cost, and if we add this weighted cost, we'll get the weighted average cost of capital. Okay, if the proportion is not given, we have to find that proportion. We'll see that in the next problem. Okay, here we have one more problem. A firm has the following capital structure and after tax cost for the different sources of funds used. Okay, and the sources of funds was 14% preference shares, equity shares, 16% debt. Okay, and total was given. Okay, and two amounts was given. One is the book value, the other one is the market value. We have to find out the weighted average cost of capital using this book value and as well as the market value. Okay, and after tax cost was given. Okay, first we'll work out with the book values. Okay, this is the format we'll start doing now, and we have written the amount, and now we have to find out the proportion of it. Okay, and the total is 10 lakh. So 2 lakh divided by 10 lakh will get 0.2 for preference share, 5 lakh divided by 10 lakh will get 0.5 for equity shares, and 3 lakh divided by 10 lakh will get 0.3 for debt. Okay, and the next one we have to write the after tax cost. Keep it in your mind, we have to write only after tax. If it was before tax, we have to find out after tax. Okay, and now we have to find the weighted cost, just multiplying this proportion column with the after tax cost column. We'll get 2.8 for preference shares and 8.5 for equity shares and 2.4 for debt, and the total of the weighted cost is 13.7, and this is the weighted average cost of capital using this book values. Okay, and now we have to calculate it for market value, and the market value here it is given in the problem, you can write that. And next proportion we have to find 2 lakh divided by 12 lakh 50,000 for preference share will get 0.184, and for equity shares 7 lakh 50,000 divided by 12 lakh 50,000 will get 0.6, and for debt 2 lakh 70,000 divided by 12 lakh 50,000 will get 0.216. Okay, now we got the proportion and we have to write the after tax cost, and next step we have to find out the weighted cost, just multiplying this proportion with this after tax cost. Okay, we got 2.576 for preference share, 0.6 into 17 will get 10.2 for equity shares, and 0.216 into 8, 1.728 for debt, and we have to add the weighted cost. So the weighted average cost of capital is 14.5%. Okay, I hope now you understand this weighted average cost of capital, right? So I have given you a small problem for you to practice. Okay, if the proportion was not given, you have to find out the proportion using the total of the sources. Okay, for each source we have to find out the proportion, and book values we have to find it separately, and for market value we have to find out the weighted average cost of capital separately. Okay, thank you for your patient listening.